How to make 2025 your best year. If you've had your best year before this year, this video is supposed to prepare you for your greatest year ever. And what I will be doing in this video is to show you exactly 4 things that you need to pay attention to that will change your life. This is not a goal setting video. There are probably tons of video on YouTube that is telling you create big goals, use smart goals, use all of those stuff. These are familiar things you've heard. I'm not going to tell you all of that in this video. This video is to simplify 4 things that I want you to pay close attention that if you do, it's going to change your life. In 2024, I adopted these 4 things in my life. In fact, one of the things I'm going to share with you, I adopted it in the month of October 2024. And between October 2024 and December 2024, everything changed for good. I saw tremendous progress and results in my life in 3 months of adding this last point I will be sharing with you in this video. So I want you to pay close attention. Make sure you take down these 4 things and understand how to apply it in your life. And in this year, I can assure you it's going to be your best year, and the year after will continue to be your best year. Now, I'm going to talk about this in 4 ways. And first of all, like I would always say, it's not about setting goals. It's not about writing the big goals. It's about understanding how to use this information I'm about to give you right now and fit it into your entire plan for 2025 and get the best of the results. However, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and join my YouTube family, because this is how you get notified of all of the videos and amazing content I'll be making for you this year and the year to come. Let's start from the end, right? I have these 5 things listed right here on my iPad, but I'm going to start from the end. You know, one of the big major things that people don't know is when the new year starts, you want to diversify your attention to different things. So I call it the single punch bank. The single punch bank is a system that allows you to channel everything you're supposed to do into one thing. I'll give you a basic example. If I was supposed to build a product, write code, do speaking engagement, host events, all of these things are probably isolated things I have to achieve. I'm going to sit down and list all of the things I need to do in the year 2025, for example, and find a single thing or a single thread that connects all of them. They have to be connected. No matter how you think they are way not connected, there is always going to be a thread to connect all of them. Something happened to me last year. I had a conversation with a lady who was into real estate. Now she was like, how am I going to combine being a mother, starting a real estate business, and then of course, I've been into the relationship industry for a while. How do I even do this and do that? It looks like I'm doing a lot of things at the same time. I feel like my attention will be diversified. I can't even combine it. She already started her relationship part of creating content and teaching people on marriage, relationship, and all that. And then she wanted to break out into real estate business because it was a good opportunity, about to make a lot of money from it. And then she's also married with children. She's like, how can I combine all of these things? It looks all different. I can't even do it. And something amazing happened. I sat with her for just 10 minutes and I asked her a question. Imagine this. We are teaching couples on how to make investment decisions in real estate. That was just the one-liner. So it's very, very possible. Now, you can actually think about that for a minute. It's very, very possible to connect everything you're doing to one thread and then have everything like a bank. So when you're taking action to do this, you're not contributing to different things in your life. You're contributing to one cause that will in turn become the mega result that you're looking for. So the first thing you want to do is, in 2025, everything you want to do, whether good or bad, please, they should be good, whether big or small, should have a thread that connects all of them. This might take you 10 minutes, this might take you 20 minutes. You can decide to ask questions. I always tell people, if you can't figure it out, ask people ahead of you, ask your mentor. And if you want to book a call consultation with me to really direct you in those areas, of course, there'll be a link on the description of this video. You can click and book a call consultation with me, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Then I'll walk you through how to do that. But what is most important is that you have to have a single punch bag. What would I do to harness every other thing I have in mind to do this year? And when you align it that way, you will not live a scattered or spewed life. When this is here, that is here, this is here, this is there, and everything looks so confusing. Now, the example I gave earlier on of someone that is trying to do an event, build a product, speak in different events, what if it's all harnessed into one? And there's always a way to harness everything into one. So taking that point, I want you to spend a lot of time after watching this video to harness all of your game plan for the year into one. The second thing you want to pay attention is to describe the version of you you want to unlock in fulfilling your ultimate goal. Now, like I said, this is not in a straight up order. This has to do with specifics. I already know you have what you want to do for yourself in 2025 and in the year after. I know that you want to make XYZ amount of money, you want to do this and all of those stuff. You want to do this one, you want to invest here, you want to do this, you want to do that. But there is a version of you that is required for that truth to happen. For example, if I say I want to have 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel in the year 2025, as an example, there's a version of me that has to be unlocked for me to have 100,000 YouTube followers. There is a truth. There is a level of intelligence, communication. There is a level of soundness to attract the right subscribers to my YouTube channel. Now, if my goal is that I want to make $1 million in revenue from my digital business, there's a version of me that has to exist for that thing to happen. So what happens in reality, this is a deep topic, I could teach this for 7 hours. What happens in contextually is that you want to describe that version of yourself. If I want to stand in big stages to speak in 2025, hosting events and speaking in different stages, there's a version of me that has to exist in communication, in soundness of thought, in presentation, in network. So I want to document everything that version of me needs to be for me to achieve that result. So I want to achieve this. Who do I need to become to achieve this? I want to write a description of all of these things and then act on becoming that version of myself. This is one of the fastest ways to achieve big goals without even having to hassle around it. Now, this is a strategy you need to adopt for this year because you want this year to be the best version, best year. The third one is the story. I'm going to use a story to explain this. I saw the story somewhere and it really helped me to know how to communicate this idea to you in this video. And there's a story of a mouse, a research made about a mouse. This is a full-blown research. I'm not going to give you all of the context of the research, but the summary of the research is that when a rat was tied by a rope and a cheese, you know what a cheese is? Rats love cheese, was placed in front of it, there was a force exerted, energy exerted by the rat to come in contact with the cheese because, of course, it wants to eat cheese. It's like several kind of food, yeah? And amazingly, it was recorded that the effort that the rat put to get to the cheese was at a particular number. I don't have the specific number, but look at this. But immediately a cat was placed behind the rat. The rat added extra effort to move away from the cat behind it and to get to the cheese. What does that mean? For big results to happen, for you to exert a lot of amazing energy to achieve a particular thing, there would be positive and negative energy that must be exerted. It must be a positive and a negative impact. So it's going to be like, what is my biggest positive why? For example, if I make a lot of money this year, if my financial goal is to make $1 million or $2 million or 10, whatever it is for you, if I make this money, what is it going to help me do? I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change the life of everybody around me. My family is going to live a better life. I'll be able to buy comfort. I'll be able to buy time for myself because I have money and I can pay for all that things I want to pay for. But what happens if I don't make this money? What if I don't achieve my financial goal? What is the negative why? The negative why could be that I won't be able to change my life for good. People are going to do way better than me in different sectors because I can't be able to invest in products. I can't build more products. I can't pay my staff their salary. I can't do a lot of things if my financial goal is not achieved. I can't even scale up my business. So there has to be a negative why and there has to be a positive why. And these two whys combined would naturally make you exert a lot of focus, energy towards achieving the ultimate goal. So when you are designing your entire goal for the year, write down your positive why and your negative why. What are you running away from and what are you running to? What is that thing that is going to put you on your toes if you don't achieve this, this is the negative impact of it. If you achieve it, this is the positive impact of it. You want to document them and review these things on the interval as you continue your journey through the year 2025. I've given you 3 powerful things, and this last one is where I'm going to settle all of these points for you. You see, the thing about planning for a new year is strategic. It goes beyond documenting your goals and all of your dreams and aspirations and seeing how you can, marry all of these things. And I'm going to share this last point in 3 categories. Number 1 is you have to set quarterly goals. Now, don't make it a year goal, make it a quarterly goal. And I'm going to give you a reason why it is very important. I really wasn't appreciate this quarterly goal thingy until it's just in recent years. And the idea is, if I give a benchmark of me achieving a lot of things in a year, I will assume I have a lot of time. When I'm constrained by time, let's say, for example, my goal in Q1 is to focus extensively in traveling around the world to speak. And for me to achieve that, I have to do XYZ stuff. And I have 3 months interval. Q1 is 3 months, Q2, Q3, Q4, 3 months interval to achieve this 90 days roadmap. And I create a 90-day system to achieve a unit of my ultimate goal. Now, my ultimate goal is going to have sub-goals, which is if I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this, I'm going to have this. What I usually advise people to do is take all of the things you want to do and summarize it into 4 major goals that you can spread in the 4 quarters of the year. Now, these goals don't necessarily have to be a single item. It could be a compound item, right? Which could be finance, money, investment together. I mean, everything that has to do with the finance part of your life. Could be sitting out to do the structure for it. Let's say you want to create a product, and this product you're going to create is what is going to help you achieve a particular result in your financial targets for the year. Now, I'm going to map out that in the first 3 months, I'm going to shoot the content, and I should start studying it by the Q2 of the year, if that's your ultimate plan. Now, this will help me to make sure that in the first 3 months, I'm invested in doing all of the research work, planning the whole marketing material, doing everything I need to do, shooting the videos, put them on an LMS, and getting ready for Q2 for the launch of that product. Then I have time and clear-cut arrangement to do these things. Now, when you set up your ultimate goal and split them into quarterly goals, what you want to do is to have a review system that allows you to review your progress in weekly timeline. So every week, I'm going to look at the goal for the quarter and see how far I've gone through it. In fact, one of my friends introduced me to earlier last year to a Notion template that helps you track all of these things. It's so beautiful. She really did amazing work in producing this template, and I'm going to put the link to that template somewhere in the description of this video. I'm going to share it to people on my email list. So if you want to get access, make sure you fill in your name, join my email list. The link will be also on the description of this video. Join the WhatsApp channel and the Telegram channel. I'll be sharing that Notion template with you guys. She did one last year, and then she's doing another one this year. I'll probably put them together and send across to you guys when she has it ready. So beautiful to see. She really went out of her way to really create that template. So beautiful, and it helps you really see everything from one place and arrange all of your goals in one place. Now, there's a Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 system. So you set your goal for Q4, Q1, Q2, Q3, and then you set weekly targets in line with the quarter goal. So you see that your life in a quarter is focused on a direction. You don't have it all spilled out. You don't have it doing here, doing there, and just doing all over the place. And then what you want to do is to now have morning journaling. So every morning you wake up, I like journaling, and what I do is I actually just use a real white paper and a pen. Most times I use my iPad, but I always enjoy doing it on a white paper and a pen. I have a lot of it in my space. So what I do is I take out time to write out everything that needs to be done, or everything I've already done in line with me achieving my weekly goal. So every day I'm doing this every morning. Sometimes I do it late in the night, or I do it early in the morning when I wake up. I write down all of these things, review the ones I've done, and know that this week this is the ultimate goal. And between Monday to Friday, it's for me to kill it big with one single target. Every week has a target, and that target has to be part of the quarterly goal. And remember, the quarterly goal is the ultimate goal for the year. So that way you have your life streamlined, and then you have everything working I wanted to use the word pari passu, right? Working together to help you achieve the ultimate goal. And there's another part to this point, which is just beyond taking all of your ultimate year goals, making them quarterly, and then having a weekly target, and then journaling day by day, is being able to appraise yourself. Now, what appraiser does for you is that it puts you on the spot to really document your progress. So, for example, every major event in your life is something you need to document. Whether, I don't want to say good or bad, I just want to believe that every event that is happening in your life is for good, yeah? But every event, whether good or bad, however, is something you need to document. For example, I apply for a job now and I didn't get the job, mess up in the interview. I need to document the experience. What did I do? How did I apply for the job? What made me lose the job? Was that the interview point? You want to create a story, a documentation for it. And that's why I encourage people to use tools like Notion. Of course, this is not a sponsored post by Notion, but you could actually use Notion to do this. I love the Notion board. I love using it to do this for myself. So you want to use Notion to do this. So every major event, you could just create a single page and tell a sub-page in the page that tells the story of how you achieve this. Let's say it's a major breakthrough event in your life for let's say your business raised funds, you got a grant, you got your passport to relocate outside your current country, something just tremendously just changed for you. You want to document what happened, what did I do, how did I come in contact with this, how did I interface with this. What it does for you is that even through the year, by the 8th month, because the amazing thing is that we usually won't remember the details of some of these events if we don't document them. So imagine you right now trying to remember that you spoke in an event, for those who are public speakers, in January, and then you are trying to remember every fine detail of what happened in that event. You probably lose track of every fine detail. So imagine the event happens today and you go back that night and then you create a document of everything that happened in that event, how they invited you, the pictures, the snapshots, your lessons from speaking in that event, your experience in that event, and what you could do better in the next speaking event. You see that the moment you begin to document your life like this, you begin to continuously improve in everything you do. So if you spoke in an event last month, the next speaking event you're going to be way better because you have a documentation that tells you everything that happened, how it happened, and how you can improve on it continuously. These things will help you make this year the best year of your life. I can tell you for a fact. It's beyond writing smart goals, smart plans, all of those stuff, none of the goal setting arrangements you want to see out there on YouTube. If you're able to follow through these 4 things judiciously and intentionally, you're going to be so amazed how your 2025 and the year to come is going to be for you. Take this up, and one advantage you're going to get by being a subscriber to my YouTube channel is that the moment you click the link in the description to join my channel, my WhatsApp channel, my Telegram channel, my newsletter, I will be sending you notifications and emails around tools, materials, and things that will improve your productivity, help you achieve more in this year and in the year to come. So you want to click on those links in the description of this video. These 4 things are so powerful that I would encourage you to watch this video one more time. Maybe watch it every week to remind yourself these things again, repeated with it, and see how it's going to change your life. Good. See you in my next video.